maybe. There you go. All right, yeah. I wonder if it's live, yeah. Anyway, just gonna have a quick wee. Oh yeah, is that level? Not quite. Try and level it up a bit. Wee. How you doing? So, just thought of a bit of a topic about reading. Don't know if there's a video that I did that you should go and watch called The 40 Lessons from 40 Books that feeds in to this topic. And what it is once you start reading a few good books, and you've got to find, I've got a reading list that I recommend. But once you start reading a few good books, it becomes very difficult to keep the same mindset as you had before, and not want to kind of progress and do things. Because in that video that I did, the 40 lessons from the 40 books, what I was trying to say there was some books contain loads of lessons, but there's always, in a good book, there's always at least one lesson, and you only need one lesson that you can learn. And then you take it, I'm trying to get comfy. You take it and then you integrate it into your life, right? That means use, whatever you learn, try and integrate it and use it. And once you do that, it becomes very kind of take action, like some of the books that I've read. And then think, I could do that in my business, or I could do that in, my health or whatever. There's always some good ones. Like right now, somebody asked me what I was reading. I'm just finishing this one, which is, I'll see if you can see that. It's called The Eye of the Storm. It's Scott's second book, How to Make Good Decisions in Bad Situations. Apologies for the wind noise, just at the seaside. Eye up here as well. And there's a few lessons in here. I mean, I know Scott personally, obviously, because he coached me, and I learnt so from him. Now, there is a bit of crossover in this book with his first book, Order Out of Chaos, but this one's full of like little brilliant bits of almost like actionable tips on negotiating and how to make decisions and things like that. And a good one, I'm just going to pick one out now. This is a good one. Don't wait for people to trust you. Just go and, you must go first. And I always think that, if you're sort of sat there, what is that now? That's on page, right, it's in the introduction. So XX11, right. So the idea here being, if you wait for others, let's say, if you're waiting for someone else to go first, let's say you don't trust them or whatever, or, you're waiting for someone else, I think that's true. I think you'll end up getting nowhere. You ought to take the initiative, especially if it's a business discussion or something like that. If you're just thinking, I'll just wait, see what they do. Yeah, sometimes that makes sense, but, when time is money, do you want to be waiting, really? So there's always a lesson in a book. And, some of them books on my reading list and in the video, I think I'll put the link. It might already be down in the description. The 40 Lessons from 40 Books. It's got the same thumbnail as this one. Some of the books that I've read in there, I mean, a good one is the last one in them 40 books, Traction, Gino Wickman, The Entrepreneurial Operating System. There's some absolute nuggets in there, brilliant, simple things like the business scorecard that I'm now using in the new business to track performance, things like followers, engagement, things like, with the e-commerce business, you track sales and things like this, and impressions, clicks, cost per click, all that stuff, right? So there's even just that one tool there has really helped me straight away. So yeah, the whole point of what I'm talking about. I know it is a bit of a random live, but the whole point of what I'm talking about is once you read these books, it's very difficult I can't get comfy here. It's very difficult to sort of stay where you are and do nothing. You end up taking action. We've got a couple of comments. Right. Okay. What's my name? Hello. I'm Andrew. Obviously. Look at the channel name. That's my name. Yeah. Anyway, just here. That over there, right over there, is St Ives, just in Cornwall. Weather's all right, actually. A little bit windy, but yeah, I brought some good books to read. I'm going to finish this one. Got some other books as well. And yeah, I'm going to do a lot of reading. What I would suggest for you, if you're a new listener, go and have a look at my reading list. There might be a link down below. And just have a look at those books there. And do find the video that's called The 40 Lessons from 40 Books. I do think that that's worth listening to, just because you'll pick up some absolute nuggets in there, you know, some really good books. Because I did another video called The 7 Mental Models for Success. And those mental models you can find in those books. And the mental models that I like to use are communication, negotiation, business skills, and sales and marketing, which are kind of like business skills and sales and marketing. So that'll pretty much cover you. I mean, there's some other stuff. I do a lot on fitness and health, which, you know, a whole foods diet. I've got a diet plan on my website. That's like a cornerstone of what I talk about. But if you just implement them 7 mental models, it'll pretty much cover you in all areas. The communication covers personal and professional. You know, you've got to communicate with people, all your personal relationships, all your professional relationships. The business skills, obviously, will help you in business, things like the entrepreneurial operating system. And then things on marketing, sales and marketing, some mental models there. Understanding how it works. And then top that off, obviously, you need your health. So go and have a look at my diet plan there. I've got quite a lot of books in the sort of health and fitness section in my reading list. And once you read these things, yeah, you just put them into practice and it flipping transforms you. You know, you can't stay the same as a result of it, because all the knowledge is contained in books. And, you know, that's why it's really good. All the knowledge is contained in books, right? Yeah, you can go to study, you know, like degrees, university. I've been to university 3 times, 3 different universities. And I've also studied another profession, distance, like remote. So I've done loads of bloody study and different subjects. And it's all, you know, you do learn a lot. You do learn some really core skills. It's nice if you can transfer some skills. So from the first degree that I did, I was able to transfer some design skills and CAD skills into other, because I went from product design to sort of architecture. Different scale, different types of design, but I could apply some of the same knowledge, like CAD skills, right? And then when the final thing that I did is about IT, really, chartership in IT. And that's my software business now. My software business is selling to designers. It's creating software for engineering and design. And so they're all related. So I was able to transfer these skills, right? And that's great. When you're at university, you pick up these things. But it's only when you really get into the real world that you really test yourself. And whilst going to university and studying formally is great, if you're not reading, you know, just as extra study for the rest of your life, you're missing out, because that's where I find, you know, once you've got, like, university, it's like background skill, isn't it, right? It's like you need it just to get a job or whatever. And then when you get into the marketplace, you start picking up actual experience, and then from there, You need to be topping it off with other extra learning, whether that's extra courses, but definitely reading and things like this. And your whole job should be picking up these universal transferable skills that you can take through your life and develop further. And you keep reading and you keep working at building your skills and your character. You know, your mission really should be about character development, whatever you do, and developing your skills and having those transferable skills. And I suppose that is what the 7 mental models for success is all about, because those 7 mental models, they'll never leave you. And if you keep improving, you know, if you keep getting better in your career or keep getting better in more senior, more advanced, or getting better in business, then those mental models will just get better and better. You just get better at performing them. So yeah, go and have a look at those 2 videos, the 7 mental models for success and the 40 lessons from 40 books video, and keep reading. Right, okay, are there any more comments? I don't think so. I'm going to shoot, I'm going to go down to the beach. All right, thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, see you all next time.